Yo, what is up, everyone? Hope all's going well for you. Welcome back to Get Jack. Now today, continuing off here in official PvP. We're here in Aberration. We're gonna be all over the place today. We'll be checking out a bunch of dinos, all the ones that they've changed in like the TLC update that they just came out with today. So they came out with the version 1, and that changed a few of the dinos, and now they released the second round of those changes, basically to like older dinos. I think they unintentionally also changed the moss chop, so I've been out taking advantage of using this. Check it out. You can just kind of ride them. I don't know what's up with it. You just kind of become the moss chops. I don't know why this is a thing. It'll probably be patched pretty quickly, so if you want to gather a ton of polymer really easily without having to like whistle your moss chops onto stuff, take it out and use it before they fix this. But we'll be taking a look at all the other ones that are gonna be around and are actually intentional as well. But this was just pretty funny, trying to take advantage of it. It's also with 2 times, so we're gonna be getting a lot of polymer today with this. Anyway, I'll grab this quick, and what we need to take a look at is the Argent, the Spino, the Parasaur, the Raptor, and the Sarco. So those are going to be all the ones that they changed. We'll take a look at those, see the abilities that they have, that kind of stuff. And just one other weird thing with this moss chops, as you can see, I took everything out, dropped all, right? Nothing in the inventory. I need to grab this though. My crab slot capped already. I've been out gathering as much of this as physically possible. So if you end up using the moss chops, it is real buggy. So I got that initial like 200 whatever polymer that was, and I'm just gonna wait until we get a little bit further away. It just takes a little bit of time. I don't know why, but more is just gonna pop up in his inventory. I don't know if it was supposed to get that much initially and now it's just like popping up in there or something, but I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't work. Actually, I don't know what it is that does it, but look at that. I haven't gathered any poly. I haven't done anything. I just jumped around. Look at that. I don't know if that was what I was supposed to get in the first place or we got extra, but I'm going with it. So we're going to get all this back to base, and we're going to check out our first dino. Alright, here we go. So the first one we're going to check out is the Raptor, and I've been playing around with it a bit, and I actually think I could use this. I think it's going to be something that I work in. Maybe we'll be breeding some raptors here at some point. No, these are just some, I guess, tamed ones that people have gotten along the way, and I've been messing around with them, and the abilities are cool. So you've got like a pounce. You can like jump onto something, and it kind of just grabs it. It kicks you off the dino. I didn't like jump off or anything. It just like threw me off, and it holds it for that long. You can grab people as well. You can grab people off of rock drakes and other things. So anything like low and mounted to the ground, you could definitely do. That sea call that I just did increases my damage, the one that I'm riding's damage, basically like an alpha boost. So you've got the alpha boost on the Allosaurus, and this one's kind of one that you can activate. Kind of sad because it doesn't like cause a bleed, as you can see. We definitely did, I mean, decent damage. I didn't like take very much from a rock drake, and they usually deal a decent amount. So I mean, they're not horrible. It could definitely be a good scouting dino. You could grab people off of a drake if they come after you, or if they're on. I mean, it wouldn't be that useful. I feel like, oh god, really? Well, it wouldn't be useful against a Megalosaurus, and it wouldn't be useful on like an island server or anything other than Aberration, I would say, because you might as well use a Pteranodon. But if you can't use a Pteranodon, I would say that this would be a good route to go with. I wouldn't bring the other ones. The pack bonus doesn't seem like that big of like a difference or like a deciding factor in whether you'd want to bring 3 instead of 1, but they definitely can grab people. You can immobilize people, and I mean, if you got kicked off after you grabbed someone and then shot them with a compo, that'd be a pretty good way to kill them too. So really, just broke my armor. So yeah, Raptors definitely stronger. Cool. They don't look too different, and they have that like the call, the Raptor call that you always think of from like Jurassic Park and stuff like that. So Raptor is definitely one of like the most well-known dinos, and it's really cool to actually be able to use it kind of efficiently, I think. So Raptor's cool. Let's check out. I think we'll check out the RG. Alright, so here it is, the RG. This one I know was actually much anticipated by people in my tribe and stuff like that. They kind of hinted at the health regeneration of eating corpses and stuff like that with this thing, and that's going to be really interesting. Other than that, it does look real different. It flies different. I like how it looks. It looks more like a bird of prey. I mean, it still kind of looks like a chicken, but it looks better. It's getting there. So I'm sure that's just what they looked like. This one is not actually painted at all. That's why I took this one out. It's probably the coolest one that we have. Fully mutated in... I don't even know. Like, how does this even happen with mutations? It has no levels in it. I don't think Adam will mind me taking it out. He doesn't use it that much. So, we'll take this out, kind of mess around with it. Look at that stance. How many mutations does this thing have, by the way? Oh, more than 1,000. Okay, that's what does it. So we'll take this down, and let's check out this RG. Okay, so I've got down near some dinos. This is where we want to check this out. So you got 2 picks now. The right click is going to be your normal pick, just like you normally have. Let's see here. Should be able to get this. I'm just going to blame the lag on that one. If you miss, it's the lag, of course. Oh, come on. Okay, so you can pick up things. It just grabs it with 1 claw, I guess. That's weird. I don't know why it does that, but... Alright, you can attack in the claw. But I should be able to pick up another one now. So with the second pick... Alright, maybe you can't... That might be actually too big for me to pick up with the C. Because the C grab is actually going to be with its beak. You can grab people, I know that. But that one might actually just be small dinos, like... Yeah, because the right click is working, but the C does not pick up a packy, so... We're gonna have to find something, like, smaller to try that one out on. Alright, I flew around forever, finally. Listro, can we pick you up with our beak? I just did the left click. That is very smart. Alright, there we go. So, the beak grab, you can grab smaller stuff, but, like, that packy was too big for some reason. I don't like how the C attack also kind of... It does the same animation as your right click grab, so that's kind of confusing, but... Yeah, you can grab 2 things. I mean, you can transport 2 snails, dung beetles, things like that. It really makes it like a really useful dino, actually, since it now reduces like a lot of resources weight. Alright, so just getting back from a nice fatal error. I have to pump a few points into HP, and I want to see how this regen effect works. So we'll grab something. We'll grab this saber tooth, which is killing the local horse population. And we'll see how much HP we regen from this. Now, I was kind of mentioning before, they reduce metal, poly, obsidian, and a few other things now too, so that's really cool. Alright. Okay, so its HP is going up a decent amount. It's not like super healing. It's not like the old plants, Plant Z or anything, that kind of a heal, but coupled with force feeding, you could definitely heal up your RG real quick. The thing is on like a battlefield, there's a lot of corpses, you know, from just players and other things. So that's kind of what we were thinking. You should be able to heal these things up pretty quick when you're around a lot of death. So does it stack? No, it doesn't stack. So it looks like it just resets the 20-second heal effect every time you kill something. It doesn't actually like double or stack or anything. Alright, next one is the Trike. We're going to take a look at this guy. We're not going to put too much time into this. It's pretty basic. Oh my gosh, someone put some move speed into this, I think. Now, this isn't like anything crazy. I think he's got move speed. So it could definitely get a high HP, I think. But you've got a charge now. And that's its right click. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. So the charge doesn't actually... It looks like the charge doesn't stop when you hit things, like the Rhino. It kind of loses momentum or whatever. So this is definitely interesting. It looks like exactly the same. I'm not going to cover too much on it because, I mean, it's going to be useful, I think, in some situations, but I don't think this is going to be one that's going to be like a game changer or anything. It does cripple enemy dinos when you hit them and knock smaller ones out of the way. But other than that, it has a rivalry bonus, which is just going to give it a increased damage buff, decreased damage taken, and increase health by 10% when it's near a enemy dino that's a carnivore. So if it's near an enemy carnivore, it's going to be a little bit stronger, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. You might just be able to run away or something because that charge isn't obstructed. Alright, so the next one that we're going to check out is the Parasaur, and it sounds so weird, but I honestly think this is going to be one of like the biggest changes. I don't know, honestly I think this is going to be like the coolest one. So we've got the Parasaur, I've got him on turret mode, and what you can see is he's detecting anything hostile in the area. He's not going to do this for pteranodons, like you can see the one flying around. He's not going to do it for trikes or herbivores or things like that, but only for dangerous things. And you can kind of change his alert settings. You can change it to different, you can do just people. If you just want it to detect players, it'll do that. And what you can do is you could put this guy, I don't know, in a turret tower, in your wall, something, and if he detects something, he's going to do this yell, and you're gonna see it from like pretty far away actually. And let's see here. I actually want to see. Can we change his name? Say he's at like the gate. He's obviously not. This is my real nice gate over here. It's just for an example. East Gate Parasaur. Yep. So if you put him somewhere, you'd basically be able to see where an enemy was at any point, which is, that's pretty game changing. Throw him in a turret tower, and these things actually have a use. Also, on turret mode, they can basically enable a, I don't know what it is. We're gonna find out. Will it work on the pteranodon? Alright, so it doesn't work on dinos that are not dangerous. We gotta lure something over here and see if it'll scare it. Okay, here we go. The things with the dot right here, so you can see literally where things are. It's really interesting, and I thought this was gonna be some gimmicky, weird, stupid thing, kind of like the Troodon, but this is simple, easy to use, and I think it will actually come in handy. So let's see if he scares these things away. It's like sonar, basically. And there it is. He just like roared and scared the stuff away. Could be good. There are times when we've had, Pegomastax attacking our Gigas, for hours, and you find a Giga half dead almost because of a stupid Pegomastax or something. So this could be set down there, just keeps them away, and also used as like basically a radar to see where people are around your base or anything like that. So I think it's really cool. Definitely gonna be something that I'm gonna put to use. It's gonna be weird, man. We're gonna be breeding Parasaurs probably, but you can just run through the woods scanning for people, and it's like a free tech helmet. Alright, next one that we're going to check out is the reworked Spino. And I actually really like the Spino. Now, I really hated it before, and I gotta say, I did not like using it at all. The attack was dumb, the movement was dumb, the turn radius, everything. I didn't like it. And now, it's actually pretty cool. Someone's going through with the rock drake. Now, if you're in the water, you get a buff, and you kind of see that in the upper left. That's giving me increased attack damage, increased health regen, and what was it? Movement speed. Also, your turn radius is like really improved in the water, which makes, navigating through the water a lot easier. It is capped on just the one attack when you're underneath the water, but I'll show you. When you're on land, you basically have two stances, and it's kind of like the Iguanodon, if you've ever used the Iguanodon. When you're on all fours, or here, I can get up on two, but it puts it right back on all four in the water. I mean, it makes sense. So when you're on, let me just kill these crabs. Real quick attack speed in the water. You don't get that, increased damage attack, but hey. What the heck? I was going to say, this thing's really high level. It's 125, no wonder. Let me just get rid of this. Now, when we go on land, we'll be able to go on, basically go on to all fours, run faster, do less damage. Or you can go up on your back feet and do more damage and just walk slower. So, let's go over here. We'll switch in. Boom. We're on 2 feet now, and you just kind of swing your arms. It's a really cool attack animation, actually. It's satisfying. I like it. It's kind of like what the Spino was missing. He just kind of bit with his face and didn't really do anything interesting. And now he's like, yeah, he's winding back, putting all his weight into it. could be interesting to see how this compares to like a Rex, because you know, a Rex might be better on land, but if you get near the water, Spino might actually be able to take it. I'm not sure if the attack bonus is that much. It's kind of something that we'll have to see over time. But, I mean, it does persist a little bit, like the buff, after you leave the water. So you can definitely come out, attack with that, increase damage, and then go back to the water or whatever. But definitely cool. I like it, and definitely needed to be done. If they didn't do this, the Spino would just remain useless except for on Aberration. Alright, put all these points in. Wow, you can actually get a decent amount of HP on these things. So, the last one is the Sarco. I actually had to get this one in on single player. I tried to walk one of the Kibble Sarcos that we had to the water in the blue area on Aberration, and it died twice. I actually tried twice, and it died 2 times. So, we need to get better. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. We need to get better Sarcos there before I can mess around with them. So, we've got a attack. This is the C attack. It's like a barrel roll, basically. Okay, you can only pick on small dinos with it. It actually does no damage if you miss. So I buffed up its move speed a little bit, but it is fast in the water. I gotta say, I'm not impressed with the Sarco. It's promising. It definitely has like the ability to be good, but it's so hard to use. Like, I was trying to escape stuff, and it's just, if anything big comes on you, good luck getting away, because it's just too clunky to use. Anyway, I'll show you what we've got. I'm trying to find like a small dino that we can go up to. There we go. So you can just come out of the water, grab. Did I not grab him? Oh, this is okay. I'm hitting the wrong button. That's kind of like the pounce grab. Doesn't seem to grab wild dinos. And then you've got the barrel roll. Can you grab fish? Can't grab fish, but you can grab people, smaller dinos, stuff like that with the roll. Okay, you can grab them with that. See how, see what I mean? Look at how the attacks, like, don't seem to register as well. Like, you don't want to fight anything with this. Anything big. So, the one where he opens his mouth, like, to the side, like I just did, is his C attack. What that does is it grabs something in his mouth. It doesn't seem to work on wild dinos. It doesn't work on that guy. I think it's just mostly a lunge that you can grab people, kind of like the Caprasuchus, but it's not working on wild dinos. The barrel roll is what will grab it, do a little bit of a roll, and damage it. I mean, underwater really fast, and probably one of the only useful things about it is that you can use it as kind of like a raft. You can keep it on the surface, and people can stand on it, use it as a raft. I just don't see the point in that grab. But it just must be something that can only be used on people. So we can just walk on this kind of like you can a raft. And oh my god, that actually works. This is not how you want to move. So yeah, you could technically take 5 people on a Sarco's back, pull up on the beach, and then never use the Sarco again, because it's probably not going to be very useful. I don't know. I'm sure there's some uses, but compared to all the other ones and how useful and cool they are, this one still could use some work, I feel like. And I mean, the abilities are alright. It just needs to, like, the hits need to register better, and they need to flow together better. This is just difficult to use, in my opinion. But anyway, those are all the new dinos. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped out a bit for you. Let me know what you think of the updated stuff, and I don't know, I guess we'll see what they decide to change on other dinos in the future, but things are getting really interesting and complicated, and then my Sarco's gone. Alright, see you later. Alright, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and of course, we'll catch you next time.